welcome to my channel, and today we're asking the extraordinary question. What if Clemenko was the greatest ruler of all time? As the last active ruler of ancient Egypt, this Macedonian Greek queen had quite an impact on the world. But how did she fare on the world stage? Join us as we unveil the top 10 facts about Cleopatra that will make you fall in love with this iconic leader. Number 10. The last ruler of Egypt. Cleopatra VII, commonly known as Cleopatra, is best remembered as the last active ruler of the Ptolemaic Kingdom of Egypt. Born in 69 BC, she was the last pharaoh of ancient Egypt and the last active ruler of the Egyptian line of pharaohs. Before her, there were Akhenaten, Tutankhamun, Ramesses II, and many more. After her, Egypt came under the rule of the Roman Empire. When Cleopatra died, Egypt had been transformed from a once powerful kingdom to a province of Rome. This makes her reign as the last active ruler of Egypt quite remarkable. There is so much to unpack here as she rose to power in a turbulent period in Egyptian history, and her efforts to keep her country independent from foreign powers were nothing short of legendary. No. 9. A powerful female leader. Historically, female leaders have always been outnumbered by male rulers. In fact, they have always faced extra scrutiny when it comes to their decisions. Despite all these odds, Cleopatra managed to leave an indelible mark on history as a powerful female leader who ruled with wisdom and grace. At a time when women were expected to be subservient to men, Cleopatra broke the mold by taking control of the Egyptian kingdom following the death of her father, King Ptolemy XII. She proved herself to be a shrewd and capable ruler who could hold her own in a man's world. And now for 8. But first I want to give a big shout out to some of our viewers. Thanks so much for watching and being part of the fun. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe. We have lots more interesting videos coming up that you're not going to want to miss. Back to number 8, where we have fluent in many languages. Cleopatra spoke Egyptian, the language of the gods. According to most rulers of her dynasty since its foundation by Ptolemy I Sota, the general of Alexander the Great, spoke Greek among themselves. But until Cleopatra, none of them had troubled themselves about learning Egyptian, which had been the language of the native inhabitants. This wasn't just because she wanted to connect with her people, but also because it showed her intelligence. It also made her a great communicator and able to connect with a wider audience. This would have been extremely helpful in diplomacy and in winning over the hearts and minds of her subjects. In addition to speaking Egyptian, Greek, and Syrian, she was also fluent in several other languages, including Latin, Hebrew, and Arabic. This linguistic ability enabled her to communicate effectively with people from different cultures and backgrounds, which was essential for maintaining order in her diverse empire. Number 7. A skilled diplomat. Cleopatra was a skilled diplomat who understood the importance of forming alliances to protect her kingdom's interests. One of her most significant diplomatic achievements was securing an alliance with Rome, one of the most powerful empires of the ancient world. By forging strong ties with Roman leaders, Cleopatra ensured that Egypt would not be invaded or overthrown by external forces. In fact, it was this very strategy that allowed her to maintain Egypt's independence for as long as she did. She knew how to play the game of politics and was able to position herself favorably in the complex web of alliances and rivalries that characterized the ancient world. For example, she formed an alliance with Julius Caesar, one of Rome's most powerful leaders at the time, which led to the establishment of a protectorate over Egypt. This alliance gave her the much-needed support to secure her throne and protect her kingdom from potential threats. Later, she forged another alliance with Mark Antony, another powerful Roman leader, which resulted in a period of peace and prosperity for Egypt. Overall, Cleopatra's diplomatic skills were instrumental in preserving Egypt's sovereignty and shaping its destiny during a time of great political upheaval. Number 6. Focused on Egypt's economy. Cleopatra understood that the strength of any kingdom lay in its economy, and she worked tirelessly to improve the economic situation in Egypt. She implemented policies that encouraged trade and commerce, which led to an increase in the flow of goods and services within her empire. Additionally, she supported local industries such as agriculture and the arts, which provided jobs for her subjects and generated revenue for the kingdom. Furthermore, Cleopatra was a shrewd negotiator who was able to secure favorable trade deals with other empires, which brought in much-needed resources to Egypt. By focusing on the economy, Cleopatra was able to create a more stable and prosperous kingdom, which in turn helped to preserve its power and influence. Her economic policies were not only beneficial for the kingdom as a whole, but also for the people of Egypt who enjoyed a higher standard of living as a result of her efforts. 5. Advancements in science and medicine. Cleopatra's love for knowledge and learning extended to the fields of science and medicine, which she saw as essential to the well-being of her people. She understood that advancements in these areas could improve the quality of life for her subjects and help to ensure the prosperity of her kingdom. As a result, she took steps to promote scientific research and medical innovation in Egypt. One of the ways Cleopatra supported science and medicine was through her patronage of the Library of Alexandria, which was one of the most important intellectual centers of the ancient world. She also established hospitals and clinics throughout her empire, which provided medical care to the sick and injured. Additionally, she encouraged the study of astronomy and mathematics, which were essential to navigation and trade. By investing in science and medicine, Cleopatra was able to create a more educated and enlightened populace, which contributed to the overall prosperity of her kingdom. Her commitment to these fields also helped to solidify her legacy as a wise and compassionate ruler. Number 4. A visionary ruler. Cleopatra was a visionary ruler who had a clear plan for the future of her kingdom. She understood that Egypt needed to be modernized and strengthened if it was to survive in a rapidly changing world. As a result, she implemented policies and projects that were designed to transform Egypt into a more powerful and prosperous nation. One of the ways Cleopatra worked to modernize Egypt was through her ambitious building program, which included the construction of new monuments, temples, and infrastructure projects. These projects not only improved the quality of life for her subjects, but also served to strengthen the kingdom and make it more attractive to visitors from other empires. Additionally, Cleopatra implemented reforms to improve the efficiency of government and the justice system, which helped to create a more stable and orderly society. She also invested in education and the arts, which helped to create a more cultured and sophisticated population. By being a visionary ruler, Cleopatra was able to set Egypt on a path to greatness and ensure that it would remain a prominent player on the world stage for years to come. Her legacy as a reformer and innovator continues to inspire leaders today. Strong connection with Rome. Cleopatra's ability to build strong relationships with Roman leaders was instrumental in helping her maintain Egypt's independence for as long as she did. She understood the importance of cultivating good relations with Rome, one of the most powerful empires of the ancient world, and she worked tirelessly to build bridges with the Romans. One of Cleopatra's most significant accomplishments in this regard was her ability to secure alliances with key Roman leaders, including Julius Caesar and Mark Antony. These alliances provided Egypt with much-needed protection against external threats and allowed Cleopatra to pursue her own goals without interference from Rome. Additionally, Cleopatra's fluency in Latin and her knowledge of Roman culture and customs helped her to communicate effectively with Roman leaders and build rapport with them. By understanding their perspectives and finding common ground, she was able to negotiate favorable agreements that benefited both Egypt and Rome. Cleopatra's reputation as a shrewd and intelligent ruler preceded her, and it drew the attention of many Roman leaders who were eager to form alliances with her. She was seen as a valuable asset and a powerful ally, and the Romans were willing to go to great lengths to secure her support. Overall, Cleopatra's strong connection with Rome was a testament to her diplomatic skills and her ability to navigate the complexities of the ancient world's political landscape. Note, a cultural icon. Cleopatra's story has captured the imagination of people for centuries, and she has become a cultural icon of the ancient world. Her image has been used in countless works of art and literature, and her story has inspired countless books, movies, and plays. Cleopatra's reputation as a brilliant strategist and powerful ruler has cemented her place in history as one of the greatest leaders of all time. She is often portrayed as a symbol of feminine power and intelligence, and her story serves as a reminder of the incredible achievements that can be accomplished by a determined and ambitious woman. From Shakespeare's Antony and Cleopatra to Hollywood blockbusters like Cleopatra starring Elizabeth Taylor, her story has been told and retold countless times. She has been depicted as a tragic heroine, a cunning manipulator, and a victim of circumstance. However, regardless of how she is portrayed, Cleopatra remains an enduring figure in our collective imagination. Her story continues to inspire awe and wonder, and she remains one of the most fascinating figures of the ancient world. Number 1. Her tomb remains a mystery. While Cleopatra's story is well known, the location of her tomb remains a mystery. Archaeologists have been searching for it for years without success. This has only added to the legend of Cleopatra and made her story even more fascinating. The discovery of her tomb would be a major archaeological find and could shed new light on her life and death. Who knows what treasures and secrets it may hold. Until then, Cleopatra's final resting place will continue to elude archaeologists and keep her story alive. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe, and let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching.